Hello and welcome to Study MBA India. So in this video we will be discussing the previous year questions of CAT 2019. So previously CAT was held in two slots, the morning shift and the evening shift. So total there were 68 questions. In this video we will be covering questions from question number 1 to 10 from slot 1, which is the morning shift, and thereafter every day you will get one questions from quant sections. That means what, till your cat exams we will be covering all the 68 questions that had came in 2019 in quant sections. So now let us start. So before starting, let me introduce about myself. So my name is Abhijit Sinha and I am your quant faculty. So now let us start from the question number 1. Here in question number 1 it says that root 2 to the power 19 into 3 to the power 4 into 4 square into 9 to the power m into 8 to the power n is equal to 3 to the power n into 16 to the power m into fourth root of 64. Then what is the value of m? Here it is given about m and n that m and n both are integers, right? So now as we know that here we can see that here is 2, here is 2 to the power, here is 2 to the power, and here is these two are in 2's power. So that means what, 2's power in left hand side should be equal to the 2's power in right hand side. Similarly 3's power in left hand side must be equal to 3's to the power in right hand side. So let us separate or write all 2 to the power in one place. So what we'll do, first of all we'll write 2 to the power 19 by 2. This is under root of 2 to the power 19, so this will be 19 by 2. If something is not written here, which means this is basically 2, that is the square root. Just like here it is mentioned 4, so this is fourth root. If nothing is mentioned, so this is basically the square root. Now we'll write here, so this is 3 to the power 4 into 4 square, we can write 2 square to the power 2 into 9, we can write 3 square to the power m, and 8 we can write 2 to the power 3 to the power n. That is equals to 3 to the power n into 2 to the power 4 to the power m into 64 to the power, first of all I am writing 64 to the power 1 upon 4. So now here we will write that 2 to the power 19 by 2 plus this is 2 to the power 2 square to the power 2, which is basically 2 to the power 4. So as because this is in multiplies, it will add. Now here this is 2 to the power 3 to the power n, this is basically 3n plus 3n. So this is the power of 2 in left hand side into 3 to the power, so 3 is here 4 and here this is 2m, so this is 3 to the power 4 plus 2m. Now this side this is only 3 to the power n and this is 64, this we can write 2 to the power 4m into 64 is nothing but 2 to the power 6 whole to the power 1 upon 4. So this we will write at first 3 to the power n into 2 to the power 4m plus 6 by 4, or we can write 3 by 2 if you cancel out by 2. So this is 2 2s and this is 2 3s. So now, and this we know that this is 3 to the power 4 plus 2m and this is 2 to the power, let it be 19 by 2 only, 19 by 2 plus 4 plus 3n. Now we know that 2's power here and 2's power here must be equals, then only this value will be equal to this value. Similarly 3's power here must be equal to 3's power here, then only this will be equal to this. So what we can write from the first equations, we can say if we compare 3's power, so 4 plus 2m, that must be equals to n. So let us say this is the equation 1. Secondly we can write 19 by 2 plus 4 plus 3n that is equals to 4m plus 3 by 2. Now as we know, we have to find out the value of m only, not n. So what we can do, instead of n we can substitute this value, that is 4 plus 2m. So first of all, let us simplify this. This is 19 by 2 and this is 3 by 2. If you take 3 by 2 this side, what you will get is 19 minus 3 is 16 by 2 plus 4 plus 3 into, instead of n we'll put 4 plus 2m, 4 plus 2m, and that is equals to 4m, right? Now this is basically 8. So 8 plus 4 is 12 and 3 4s are again 12, right? So this you will get is 24 plus 3 2s is 6. So this is 6m, that is equals to 4m. If you subtract this side, you will get minus 2 times of m is equals to 24. Hence m is equals to minus of 12, right? So the question said m and n are integers, and also we have to find out the value of m. So we got the value m equals to minus of 12. So our answer will be option B, which is minus 12. I hope this is clear. Now we'll move to the next question. The next question says the income of Amla is 20% more than that of Bimla and 20% less than that of Kamla. So Amla is basically 20% more than Bimla. So if we assume Bimla, we can find out Amla. And as because Amla is 20% less than Bimla, so if we got Amla, we can find out Kamla. Sorry, the Amla is 20% less than. So now let us say that this is Amla, this is Bimla, and this is Kamla. So at first we will assume Bimla. So suppose if I say that Bimla is 100x, so it says that Amla is 20% more than Bimla, which means this must be definitely 120x. Now it is mentioned that Amla is also 20% less than that of Kamla, right? So which means we can say that 120 of x, that Amla, is basically if 20% less, so that means that this is only 80% of the Kamla, right? So this is 20, this is 4 times, this is 5 times 4, this is 30. So what we can get is Kamla will be 150x, or directly if we divide 120 by 0.8, we'll also get 150x, right? Now next it said that if Kamla income goes down by 4%, right? So that means what, if Kamla's income goes down by 4%, so which means we have to see only the Kamla's 96% will be what, or we can say that 150x minus 4% of 150x. So as we'll solve, or what we will get is 150x minus this is 6x, that is 144x. Or directly you can see that 1% will be 1.5. So if we multiply 1.5 by 4, we will get 4%. So that is 144x. If we decrease it by 4%, right? Now, and Bimla's goes up by 10%. So directly, no confusion, 10% is definitely 10% up. So this will be 110x. Or if we find out, we'll get 100x plus 10% of 100x, that is again 110x. Now it says that then percentage by which Kamla's income would exceed Bimla's nearest to what? That means what, Kamla is how much more than Bimla? So now Kamla is how much? So that is 144x minus 110x. And we have to find out with respect to Bimla, so denominator will be 110x into 100 because we are finding in percentage. So this is 34x divided by 100x into 100. So x will get cancel out, and what we got here is 340 divided by 11. So if you solve, you will get nearly around 31. That means what, if this is instead of 340, if this is 341, we will get 31%. So this will be our answer for the second questions, right? So 31%. We'll move to the second questions. I hope this is clear. Next said, in a class, 60% of the students are girls and the rest are boys. So now let us say that the total students, first of all, assume what will be the total students, right? So let us say the total students is 100x. So the girls will be, as because girls are 60%, so girls is 60x, and rest are boys only. So what we can say, the boys must be 30x. Now there are 30 more girls than boys. So it is given that the girls minus boys is how much? 30. And in terms of x, we know this is 60x minus 30x, right? Oh, as because that 60, so this will be 40. So this will also be here 40x. So 40x, that will be equals to 30. Now we know that 20x is equals to 30 and x is equals to 1.5. So from here we can say that if the total 100x will be equals to 150, right? Now my question is, if 68% of the students, right, including 30 boys, passed an examination. So now here we will find out the students passed. So the students passed, how much students passed, that we'll have to see. So that is 68%, which is 68x, right? Now we know the value of 68x is, this is 1.5, or we can say it 3 by 2 also. So let it be 3 by 2 only. So this is 34 and this is 102. So total 102 students passed. It is said that including 30 boys. So boys passed is how much? It is mentioned in the question that total 30 boys passed. So that means what, from the total number of students, if boys passed is subtracted, we'll get how much girls passed. So this is 102 minus 30, that is 72 girls passed. Now the percentage of girls who do not pass. So now we'll see here the total girls. Total girls is how much? 60. X will multiply by 1.5, will get 90. So that means what? Girls that do not passed, that is the total number of students, total number of girls, which is 90, minus the girls passed, which is 72, and that is 18. So 18 girls did not pass. My question is the percentage of girls who do not pass, right? So what will be the percentage of girls who do not pass? Is 18 with respect to the total girls, which is 90 into 100. And now we can see that 20% of the girls did not pass the examination. So our answer will be here 20%. 20% of the girls did not pass the exam. Right? I hope sure this will be clear. Shall move to the next questions. On selling a pen at 5% loss and a book at 15% gain, Karim gains rupees 7. If he sells the pen at 5% and the book at 10% gain, he gains rupees 13. What is the cost price of the book in rupees? So let us first of all assume, let a book cost or book's cost price is 100B, and similarly the pen is 100p. Now first of all, the pen at 5% loss and the book at 15% gain. So that means what? This is pen at 5% loss, so we got only 95p, and book at 15% gain, so total this is 115b. 95p plus 115b, that will be the total selling price for one pen and one book. Let's say Karim gains rupees 7. So gain, that means what? The total cost price, if you say the total cost price is how much? 100. If you take 100 common, p plus b, 100 pen plus 100 book. So Karim gains rupees 7, which means there is a profit. So profit is the total selling price minus the cost price. Cost price, which is 100p plus 100b, and that is given how much? 7. So what you can say, 15b minus 100b, 115. So this will be 15b minus 5p, that will be equals to 7. So as we know, the 15% gain, this is positive, and 5% loss, this is negative. So now similarly, if we solve, if we sell the pens at 5% gain, that will be positive 5p, and the book at 10% gain, so that will be positive 10b. Similarly, we can write that 10b plus 5p, that will be equals to how much? He gained rupees 13. So this is 13, and this will be the second equations. And what we'll have to find out, what is the cost price of the book in rupees. So that means what? If we cancel out pen, we'll find out book. So now suppose if we add, this will be get cancel out, and this is 25 times of b is equals to 13 plus 7, that is 20. And what we can say, that b is equals to 20 by 25, right? Now we have to find out the CP of one book. So CP of one book, and that is how much? 100 times of b. So now this is 100 into b can be written as 20 by 25. So this is 4 times, and we can say that book will be equals to 80 rupees. So the cost of each book, if say, that will be 80, right? Okay, now we'll move to the next question. Corners are cut from an equilateral triangle T to produce a hexagon, right? As you can see in the next figure, below figure, right? So then the ratio of the hexagon to that of the triangle will be what? So as we know that the triangle are equilateral triangle, right? So which means that if I say this is, let's say, P, Q and R, right? This is 60 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 60 degree, equilateral triangle. As we know that the interior angle of the hexagon is 120 degree. So if we connect the vertices from the center, it will be basically the angle bisector. So this will give you a 60. This is also 60, and it's because this is 120, this has to be 60. This will be 60, 60, 60. So as we can see that the triangles, that the smaller triangle will also be an equilateral triangle. So area of the each triangle will be equal. So we will not find the area of the each triangle, but we'll say if the area of the, let's say, count the number of triangles in equilateral triangle and inside the hexagon. So what we can say, so let's start numbering. So if I say this is one triangle, this is the second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth. So total there are 6 triangles inside the hexagon, 6 equilateral triangle, right? And inside that triangle, the bigger triangle, so instead of this 6, what are the more? So let's say this is the 7th one, this is 8th one, and this is 9th one. So total there will be 9 equilateral triangle inside the bigger equilateral triangle, and the area of all the smaller triangle will be equal. So here ratio of area of the hexagon to the area of the 9 equilateral triangle, that will be basically the 6. If the area of one triangle is, let's say, 1, the area of the 6 hexagon triangle will be 6, and area of the 9 smaller triangle will be 9. So here the ratio will be, if you cancel out by 3, so what will get? 2 by 3, right? So the answer is 2 by 3. We need not to solve these questions in a bigger, lengthier way. So this is the quite simpler way, right? Now we'll try to move the next questions. So here in these questions, it says that let S be a set of all points xy in the xy plane, right? So this will be the figure like this. If I say that mod of x plus mod of y is less than equal to 2, so this will be like an rhombus, right? So this is basically the mod of x plus mod of y less than equal to 2. If it says less than equal to 4, instead of 2, minus 2, 2 and minus 2, we'll write 4. That's simple. See, and mod of x is greater than equal to 1. Then the area in square unit of the region represented by S. So as said that mod of x should be greater than, here it says that mod of x is greater than equal to 1, which means that x will be either greater than or equal to 1, or that x will be less than or equal to minus 1. So here let's say this is 1. So from here to this side will be basically the greater than 1, equal to or greater than 1, and this is minus 1. So from this side to this will be, right. So what we'll have to find out the area of this shaded region and this one. Similarly this side. So if you find out the area of one triangle, we'll multiply it both because all will be same. So what will be the, let us say then give a name of this is A, this is point is B and this is C. So now what is the length of BC? So BC is 1. Similarly this is 1 comma 1, this is 1. So this length is also AB, that is also 1. So now we'll find out area of triangle ABC. This is half into base into perpendicular height, which is 1 into 1, and that is nothing but 1 by 2. And we have to find out the area in square unit of the region represented by S. And the region represented by S are these four triangles. So area represented by S will be 4 times of the area of the triangle ABC, that is 1 by 2. So this will be 2 square unit, and answer will be here 2, right? So now we'll move to the next question. So Ramesh and Gautam are among 22 students who write an examination. Ramesh score 82.5. It is given that the Ramesh score is 82.5. The average score of 21 students other than Gautam is 62. Ramesh score, so first of all the mentioned Ramesh score, let me write. So it says that the Ramesh score is nothing but 82.5, and it says that the average score of the 21 students other than Gautam. So that means what, if we have to find out the total score of all the students, what we can say is 21 students into 62 plus this is except Gautam. So let's say the Gautam score is G. So that will be the total score. Now the average score of all the 22 students is one more. So what will be the average of the total 22 students? So average of the total students will be total score, which is 21 into 62 plus Gautam divided by 22. That will be the average of all the 22 students. Now this is one more. So let us subtract one more. Then definitely it will be equal to some values. Then the average score of 21 students other than the Ramesh. So now the total 22 we know. This is 21 into 62 plus G. Now if we subtract Ramesh, we'll get the score of all the 21 students. Now if we divide it by 21, so that will be the average. Now as we know the value of R, so we'll put the value of R 82.5 and we'll get the value of G. So let us try to solve these questions, right? So 21 into 62 is 1302 plus G, let us say minus 22 if we take LCM divided by 22. Now here this is again 21 into 62 is 1302 plus G minus Ramesh, which is 82.5 divided by 21. So this 1302 minus 82.5 will give you 1219.5 plus G divided by 21, and Here this is 1302 minus this is 1280 plus g divided by 22, right? So now after solving this, that means that multiplying 21 with 1280 plus g, that will be equal to 22 into 1219.5 plus g. So after solving, we'll get that g is equals to 51. So that means what? The marks is scored by score of Gotham, that will be 51, right? So the answer is option C, right? Now we'll move to the next question. At their usual efficiency level, A and B together finish a tank in 12 days. It is given that if A and B together work, they will finish the work in 12 days, right? Now it says that if A had worked half as efficiently as C usually does, and B had worked thrice as efficient as he usually does, the task would have completed in 9 days. Right. So the task will be completed in 9 days when A will have to work as half efficient and B will have to work as thrice efficient. Then the work will be completed in 9 days. So now let us say that A's efficiency, I am writing that A's efficiency as A and B's efficiency as B. So let us assume this. Then what we can say that A plus B into 12 will be the total work. Similarly, half of A is A by 2 plus thrice of B is 3 times of B into 9 will also be equal to the total work. So now cancel out 3, this is 3, this is 4 times. So what we can say, this is 4A minus 3A by 2, that is equals to 9B minus 4B. And what we can write here is that 5A by 2 is equal to 5 times of B, right? So which means that A is equals to 2 times of B, that we got here. So the total work according to this will be, as we know, this is A plus B into 12, we can write. So this is A plus, A is basically put A as equals to 2B, so this is 3B and this will be 36B. So we have to find out now how many days A take to finish the work if she works alone at her usual efficiency. So her usual efficiency will be how much? That is 2B. So that A's time when you work alone, so the total work will be same as 36B, and his efficiency A, that we can write as 2B in terms of B. So we can say the work will be completed in 18 days, right? Which is option B. I hope it will also be clear to you. Now next, move to the next questions. Here this questions looks lengthier, right? Because if says this is A1 and A2 are in AP, then 1 upon under root of A1 plus under root of A2 plus 1 upon under root of A2 plus A3 plus and dot 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 till 1 upon under root of an plus under root of a of n plus 1 will be equal to what? So see, these type of questions are either very difficult, these types of questions are either very difficult or very easy. So according to me, this question is very easy, not very difficult. Why? Because here it not mentioned that because this depend on n. So whenever depend on n, put n equals to, either you can say n equals to 0. That means what? There are no values. So the value will be 0. So if you say that n is 0, that means what? There are no terms. So the sum will also be 0 because there would, so you can say that if n is 0, this is negative minus 1, which is not possible. N minus 1, this is also in negative, this is also not possible, right? So the possible option will be either B or D. Now as we know that there are terms, so what we can say, let's say if n is equals to 1. If n is equals to 1, so now let us try option B. So option B says that n divided by under root of a1 plus under root of a of n plus 1. So if n is equals to 1 will give you 1 upon under root of a1 plus under root of a2. Now the option D, this is 1 upon under root of a1 minus under root of a n plus 1, that is equals to 1 by under root of a1 minus under root of a2. As we know that first term is this and this match here with option B, so option B can be the answer, D cannot be the answer. So that means what answer is option B. Now let's say this is the question is quite simple here. Now we'll move to the next question, which is the 10th one and last of these videos. So in a circle radius 11 centimeters, CD is a diameter and AB is a chord of length given, that is 20.5. If AB and CD intersect at point E inside the circle, CE has a length of 7 centimeters, then we have to find out the difference between BE and AE, right? So now let us say that it is said that CD is the diameter. So let us say that this is CD and this is the diameter, right? And AB is a chord of length 20 centimeter. If AB and CD intersect, it is given that CE has length 7 centimeter. So as we know that from center to C, the length will be equal to the radius, which is 11 centimeter, but CE is 7. So that means what? E will definitely lie left hand side of the center. So E will be here and we can say the AB chord will be like this. So let us say this is AB. This point is E. This is 7. So definitely we can say कि if CE is equals to 7, that means what DE will be definitely how much? 15, because total is 22. Now we know that AE is given. AE is how much? 20.5, right? Now as because this is the chord, CD is also a chord and AB is also a chord intersecting at point E, which means this will definitely hold a property of AE into BE, that must be equal to CE into DE, and we can write CE, which is 7 into DE, that is 15. So we got 105, and we know that AE, this will be AB. AB is 20.5, which means we know that AE plus BE, if we say, that is equals to how much? 20.5. Let us say, suppose if we write AE minus BE square whole square, what we'll write is AE square plus BE minus 2 times of BE, right? So as we know that we know the AE plus BE, so if we say AE square plus AE plus BE whole square, we'll get AE square plus BE. So that means what, if we write in terms of AE plus BE square, we can write AE minus BE whole square, that is equal to AE plus BE whole square minus 4 times of AE into BE. So now we'll find out A minus BE square. So A plus BE, we know this is 20.5. So this is 20.5 whole square minus 4 into A into BE is 105, right? This will be 420.25 minus this will be 420. So this will give us 0.25, which means that AE minus BE, that will be under root of 0.25, which is 0.5 centimeter, right? I hope this will also be clear to you. So the answer will be option C. So in this video, as I told you earlier, that we have discussed 10 questions. So in the next video, that will be tomorrow, so we'll be discussing one questions one by one, and I will request you to kindly subscribe this channel so that you will get the notification of each videos whenever it will be uploaded, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks a lot. Have a good and safe day.